Week 20 of NBA Sportsdeck was an interesting one. 1,140 dropped 8 spots to 70 overall. So we've been sliding a little bit the past few weeks. That's been disappointing. But this score, I will take. Because for the first time, at least I can recall doing NBA Sportsdeck, we copped a donut. What are the chances of that? The players you pick heading into each week are playing at least 3 games, and somehow we managed a donut. And that donut came from Brandon Ingram, who was ruled out before their first game with a hamstring injury. So on top of having that 0 on field, we didn't have cover either, because Robinson Earl has been injured for a while, and we haven't gotten a chance to trade him. Everything just happened all at once. What are the chances? The one line I didn't have cover on was the line I copped the donut. But thankfully, pretty much everyone else stepped up, except for one guy there, as you can see. We did have a couple of extra missed games, but thankfully it was all enough to win my main league matchup. But Jokic, Luka, huge. Giannis and LeBron got their 120s in 3. Cat got into a bit of foul trouble in a couple of games, but 111 is still good. Trey, huge game against the Pacers, dropped 47, and that got him over the 120 mark. DeJounte missed a game, but still tonned in 3. And then this guy. Oh, he's burnt me so many times, I don't know why I continue to trade him in. Jimmy Butler. Supposed to play 4 this week. Plays 2 games, 59. Yeah, every time I get burnt. Could have kept Devin Booker over him, and I would have fared a lot better. But of course, that's hindsight. At the start of the week, Jimmy was the one guaranteed to play, and Book was still out in protocols. You just can't predict that stuff. But I guess with Jimmy, it's happened so many times before that maybe you could have. So for trades, Jimmy's gone. The Heat have 2, and even if they did have 4, it's not like Jimmy was going to play every game anyway. So he won't be missed. Ingram goes as well, he's still out for a bit longer. And the third trade, I've been testing what I can do with the cash that I have. If I go Towns out for Embiid, because Embiid's definitely one I want to trade in. I have 21 mil. I want to go Scotty Barnes in. Raptors have 4, he's in great form right now. Leaves me with just under 11 mil, and it's just not enough for anyone that I really want to bring in. Fred VanVleet, he's under an injury cloud. Zach LaVine, I think he is as well. Anthony Edwards, no. Bridges, no. Bane, no. Even if I sort out Price, I just don't want any of these guys. Josh Hart, probably the best option out of this lot because he plays for coming off probably his best game of his career. But he plays for Portland. Everyone knows they're tanking. So there is the risk there that he rests a couple of games or just plays bad because he's on a bad team. So I don't really want to bring him in. My thought here, if I went Towns out, would be just to bring in Cade Cunningham. Detroit don't play 4 though, so I don't know if I want to do that, especially with league finals. So the alternative here is to go Giannis out. Yeah, not ideal, but with the cash limitations that I have, it's probably the best option for me. And that allows me to go Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who has been in great form. OKC have 4 against some pretty good opponents, so I'm pretty happy to do this trade. This might be the one I go with. Another alternative I've been thinking about is KD in at small forward. but that doesn't leave me with much. I could get an in-form Jordan Poole. That's a possibility, but again, 3 games, I don't know if I'm down to do that. So I might just stick with Shea and Scotty Barnes. Yeah, we'll stick with that. 1.1 mil in the bank. Yeah, not a fan of having to trade out Giannis, but it does allow me to trade in the options I want to bring in. So we're going to do this: Jimmy, BI, Giannis for Shea, Scotty, Joel Embiid. So this will probably be the team heading into week 21. Denver have 4, so no doubt we leave the captaincy on Jokic. The bench is annoying me because we've had a few guys here that could have been cashed out a while ago, but we just haven't been able to do it because all the trades have been for players on field. And because of that, we haven't been able to get any more top options. At some point, I'd love to have KD in place of Scotty Barnes, Giannis back in the team of course, but we just can't do that right now because we've had no leftover trades for our bench guys. But hopefully at some point we can get around to it. Schedule this week, most of the 4s are here on the right side, so if we're going consecutive 4s, Philly, obviously Embiid, Harden, been a little out of sorts lately, but should get back to his best very soon. Portland, I don't really trust at all, but like I said before, Josh Hart could be an option you consider. Utah, Donovan can be a bit streaky. He's okay, but ceiling's not the greatest. Rudy Gobert was out last game with a foot injury. I don't know when he's back, but maybe keep an eye on that if you want to bring him in. And then Washington, Kuzma's probably the only option I'd consider from there. And the Heat have 2, so if you have Jimmy and Bam, they gotta go. We scraped past in the first round of league matchups thanks to LeBron in the very last game. So thank goodness for that. De'Aaron had me a bit nervous after dropping 40 and 10 against Utah. But we had the big guns, LeBron, DeJounte and Giannis as uniques, and they did just enough. The other matchups, Jabin beat Seb, Luka huge, Kuminga cover for Ingram, very good. Naz Reid, he got taken down. Looks like both had Ingram. Naz Reid had cover, but it was only a 12. But yeah, with a donut, big time win. And the last matchup, a Dwight to behold. Yeah, Miko's muggers, he had a donut. They're real unlucky. So that will do it. Best of luck to you all for week 21, and see you in the next video.